Yes, the Rab CWIF is back, 19th, 20th of March. The world famous competition is back for the 15th edition. Get ready, get psyched, let's go. CWIF is a great opportunity for you to come down, test yourselves on Olympic standard quality boulder problems and compete alongside the best in the UK and the best in the world.
If serious competition is not your thing, there's also a fun round in the evening. There's also going to be a fancy dress competition, live DJ and off-piste blocks. If you've experienced a CWIF before, you know what we mean.
It's not just about climbing, it's the festival feel as well.
There's going to be beers, climbing films and talks, and also a pro shop with discounted gear.
You name it, after party, it's all happening.
Come in and join in with the fun, or check out the live stream on Sunday.
Hi and welcome back to the Rab CWIF 2022 finals. We are here at the Climbing Works, the world famous Climbing Works in the heart of Sheffield. And we're back after a 2-year hiatus for the 15th edition of this iconic competition. 300 competitors started the weekend and these are the ones who have survived. The best 6 women and men. Let's see who'll be crowned the 2022 champion. Hi, so welcome back everybody. I'm John Partridge. I'm joined here on the mats again by Aisha Khan and we're just ready for the final this evening. We've just had the semi-finals obviously. What was your big takeaway? Who really impressed you?
I think for me I was really pleased to see how burly all the boulders were. The old Yorkshireman in me really likes to see those basic moves, but I think both us and the competitors can expect a little bit more drama, more flicking, more running across things. So yeah, we'll have to see.
Yeah, and we've obviously got a good British contingent in the final as well as some amazing internationals. A few names you might recall. Magos.
Alex something?
Yeah, he's
something like
he's
that.
quite good at climbing, I hear.
Apparently.
Anyway, we'll see how good he is at jumping because I think there's a few of those in this round. But obviously local people, Michaela Tracy, it was amazing to see her back.
Amazing to have her back,
Oh
absolutely.
My God. Yeah, she absolutely crushed the qualifying round, along with current British champion, Max Milne. We got Nathan Phillips, previous British champion.
And Zoe Peterman's a personal favourite for me. It's amazing to see her in the finals. Obviously a very capable climber, but making finals at CWIF is always a huge accomplishment. So yeah, it's like to see that.
You guys normally climb together, or she trains at your gym?
She trains a lot harder than me, so I can't really keep up with her. But now and again, she'll let me kind of train near her. So that's
nice.
kind of.
What's her style normally? What does she tend to go for?
She's really strong. She really likes muscly climbs, but she's, I mean, as all the climbers are working on those coordination moves, so hopefully she'll be able to bring it out the bag today.
Absolutely, yeah. And as we say, we've had a good look through the boulders. Seems to be much more bouncing around, so I think we're on for a pretty good show tonight.
Yeah, everything's looking pretty swish. We've got Axis, we've got Contact, we've got Squadra, we've got Percy crawling on the floor in front of me. And we all know the boulders are just as much about being challenging as they are about looking aesthetic. So
exactly.
It's going to be a good show.
The usual CWIF kind of thing, it's organised chaos. There's stuff going on everywhere till the very
drills
last
in the
minute,
background.
but we wouldn't have it any other way. That's what makes CWIF so special. We've actually got the crowd just arriving in now. The place is starting to fill up. We had a big gap, 2 years.
We did.
Feels like yesterday that we were stood here doing the same thing, but for myself, I'm super excited to see the comps back on the calendar.
It's actually my first CWIF finals in person.
No way!
I've watched many on live stream, but I'm quite excited to witness my first one in the flesh.
No pressure, no pressure. Now you're in front of the camera doing the whole drill. But yeah, I think in terms of style, like, what can we expect in the final, do you think?
I think we'll see. I think they're going to be hard to read. I think it's going to come down to how quickly you can read and execute. I think, to be fair, most of the climbers will be capable of all these boulders, but it's whether they're capable in the time given.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, of course, the difference in the final round is there's some kind of observation for each round. We've got some amazing graphics done by Ian Brown, which we're going to take you through each of the boulders in 3D visual graphicalness. Which will be good. But anyway, that's enough from us down here on the mats. We're going to get some messages from our sponsors.
Climate change is affecting all areas of our natural world. The places we as mountaineers and explorers go to feel most alive are at risk. I've been to the edge of the world and I've seen how it's changing. We can all do our bit to stop this change, but we must act now. In 2020, we at Rab and Low Alpine became climate neutral, expertly balancing our impact on the planet an achievement born of commitment and teamwork. A proud moment indeed. But we're not done. We're keeping going with a commitment to achieve net zero by 2030. Zero emissions, minimal impact. We haven't just signed up, we're showing up, marking our progress, checking the data, holding ourselves accountable. Change is possible, and it's up to all of us. Because if we want to challenge ourselves out there, we must challenge ourselves here too. Exploring locally, repairing and reusing kit, reducing our footprint on every adventure. Small changes we can all make, but together will have a huge impact. So let's commit right here, right now, and together we can find a better way. Why? Because it's in our DNA.
Gritstone climbing, you know, the rock is very blank sometimes and offers very little. So to find a way through a series of holds or features can be a real problem solving exercise. It's technical. It is the essence of like technicality in climbing really.
One of the things that people always ask about when I travel is what's Gritstone like? Wherever you are in the world, if people have heard anything about English climbing, they want to know about Gritstone. And it's really nice now that there's some holds that we can ship anywhere over the world and people can actually see what it's like to climb on Gritstone. You don't get it anywhere else in the world.
Festival of Outdoors and Sheffield City Council.
internet land. We are back, and here in the climbing arena, the athletes have just made their way in from isolation. We're just on top of them. We're lucky, we've got the best seats in the house. We can see them all. A lot of tension, a lot of down jackets. Pretty cold here up in Sheffield. Anyway, here we go. We finally have some good old results for you to show you what happened during the semi-finals. So, as you can see here, qualifying in first place, we got Max Milne, current British champion, followed by Nathan Phillips, previous British champion, followed by third place, Toby Roberts, who wants to be British champion. Anyway, I could go on. There's some bloke called Alex Migos.
I reckon he also wants to be British champion.
He probably could be British champion. I'm pretty sure Jim Pope has been British lead champion. And then Hamish MacArthur, sorry. Then in the women's category, who we got?
We have got Holly Tutil qualifying in first, so she will be coming out last, followed by Michaela Tracy. And then we've got some international representation: Yenya Kazbekova, Ayala Karem, Lucy Garlick, and last but definitely not least, Zoe Petermans.
Representing for the Leeds Massive.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you know it. So yeah, this is the start list for how the event's going to go this evening. So the person who qualified in 6th place will come out first, and the person who qualified in 1st place will come out last. So our first climbers will be Hamish MacArthur and Zoe Petermans. Yeah, lots of Brits in the final. Obviously, with travel being what it is, it's great for us because we can be really partisan during our commentary. Yeah, we got our favourites, but it's great to see everybody here competing. So you can probably just hear the background noise. We've got Percy Bishton, the co-founder and owner of the Climbing Works here in Sheffield, introducing all of the finalists onto the mats. One of the people on your screen, just coming across there, is Zoe Petermans. Then we have Lucy Garlick, Ayala Karem, Yenya Kazbekova, all the way from Ukraine. We are just so psyched that she's here. Followed by Michaela Tracy, on a bit of a renaissance, coming back into comp climbing. Super impressive to see her here. And then qualifying in 1st place, absolutely smashed it earlier, Holly Tutil.
Okay, we have male finalists. Qualifying in 6th place, we have Hamish MacArthur.
So qualifying in 6th, we've got Hamish MacArthur.
5th place, Jim Pope, Great Britain.
Yeah.
Jim Pope not on the rope today.
Big Jim, Big Jim.
Also Great Britain.
Then we got Toby Roberts, the young gun, qualified really well. Alex Magos, Nathan Phillips coming out, and then bringing out the back of the pack, Max Milne, the champ.
Max the future.
Yeah, man. Strong hair, strong climbing. That's the way it works. I dread to think what would happen if he put on
A Harlequin.
No, if he put on Alex Waterhouse's shorts.
Right.
Can you imagine how powerful he would become? It would be like a transformer.
It'd be too much.
Yeah.
I think it's worth mentioning as well, it's all to play for here. Just because an athlete has qualified last does not mean they're not in the running for the podium.
Yeah, it's a really good point. So what we're doing now is the observation period. Everybody knows the drill. When we're in the final round, we get 2 minutes observation per climb. And we're going to do some animated graphics for you. Here we go. So this is female 1. A bit of a look at all the climbs. So we're getting a good close-up of all of the grips.
Some very sexy axis holds on there.
Oh yeah, it's grip porn. That's what we like. Yeah, our head sponsor obviously Beta Setting, who supplies some of the grips, and yeah, they're absolutely amazing new shapes from them. So the girls, this is what they're coming out to in their first boulder, and we're advised by the setters that it is a very physical boulder. Well,
I think we could have worked that one out for ourselves.
I think we could, yeah. Okay. So we're going to have a look at male 1 now. Here's your animated graphic again. Look at this wizardry. So yeah, again, nice turquoise grips. These are contact holds. These graphics are phenomenal, giving you a real look at all the different shapes. You can see here, we're told that this one is quite obviously a bit of a coordination jump through all these contact blobs. Super happy to see these grips. We're at My Climbing Wall down in London. We're going to be getting hold of these pretty soon, and we are psyched. Again, during each of these 2-minute observations, so they're working as a team to try and figure out the best way to climb it. We're going to get more of these graphics for you to have a look at on each boulder, because I am all about these graphics. Saves me having to understand the boulder in too much detail.
you can see as well all the athletes collaborating and talking about their different options. And that's one of the best things about climbing is how everyone kind of will work together, even though, I mean, I say that, they could be giving each other wrong information.
They're just sandbagging each other.
Sabotage.
They're totally sandbagging each other. Yeah. There's no friends here. They're all enemies. No, it's really great. You're totally right. That's the best bit of the sport. That there's not many places in sports where you'd see that kind of collaboration ahead of competing.
Certainly not in F1.
Definitely not in F1.
That's happening simultaneously. But
Here we are. More graphics, people. This is what we want to see. This is women's 2. So, yeah, we are advised from them again that this is quite a physical boulder again, coming through the steepest part of the wall. Bit of a coordination move and quite complex to work out.
Really lovely X-cut holds on there.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of those.
I also love those Squadra Fictal holds. They're super classic and pretty poor. In a second we'll get you a fresh look at Mel 2. Again, this one is going to come out the steepest part of the climbing wall. It's a big roof section in the back right hand corner. You got to dig yourself out of this hold. Presumably, I'm guessing you're going to face outwards to the crown potentially. Bit of a jump or lean into what looks like quite a good hold on the lip just there that we're seeing on our screen, and then all the way through onto the classic X-Cult blob. Maybe some kind of jam between the two, I don't know. See what the route setters have got set. And again, bit of dual text here. You've got to be quite precise coming over the lip. Loving those little gritstone edges, and finishing up on the new axis holds.
Physical challenge, but also a problem-solving challenge.
So talk to me about precision climbing. These guys seem to be cleaning up these days.
Absolutely.
What are they taking?
Run by Mark and Ellie Glennie. They're
Nice.
absolute legends. They definitely know their stuff.
Yeah, they seem to be really developing quite a roadmap of athletes here in the UK. We're going to switch over now to female 3. So this is the classic eggs macro holds again. Really cool shapes. Oldies are the goodies, so really poor compression moves by the looks of it. Our route setters have told us that it's quite a risky start, sort of hard to pull on, and then a nice jump up onto the poor holds.
These holds look really skin dependent as well. Like these athletes have done a lot of climbing the last 24, 48 hours.
Absolutely, yeah. I'll be banging on about the conditions loads a bit later. Skin is the biggest part of being a competitor these days, I think. The level seems to be so consistent, so a lot of the time I feel like it comes down to those really small percentages, and skin in particular can be a big factor. Let's cut over now. We're looking at men's 3. So we've got these very cool Rock City volumes which they're going to have to teeter their way up. See the slopey top chalky part of that, and then finishing up in the pocket of doom. So presumably it's going to be a little difficult accuracy pop over there. There's absolutely no footholds on the right hand side, so presumably it's either going to be an all points cut or a nice little teeter to finish.
The men got away without a tricky slab in the first one, so
Yeah.
they're gonna have to pay their dues now.
And I feel like they're being gifted this as block 3, right? There's nothing worse coming out to a really techie slab. I'd have put them out on that first, but I'm just nasty. But yeah, we're gonna switch over in a second now. They're finished with their 2 minutes observation on each boulder. We're finishing off on the 4th climbs of the tour. So this is female 4, starting on the far right hand side of the comp wall. We've got the Watar grips. These are classical now. We've got a bit of a blocker there, just obviously meaning there's going to be a bit more accuracy involved potentially.
Where will the blocking end?
I know. Blocking, jams, drop knees. They're treating these
Some
kids to all the
masochistic
things.
setters here.
I know. But yeah, the advice from our route setters on this final one for women's 4 is it's a coordination balance boulder. So presumably that means they're going to hemorrhage attempts, I would imagine, on their final boulder. So good way to split the field right at the end.
2 of my least favourite things, I'd say, coordination and balance.
Really? What's your go-to?
I quite like just basic climbing. I think that's like a North American thing.
OG. Yeah, man. Just get pulling. Here we go. Final graphic. Let's all just take a moment to appreciate the graphics from Ian Brown. This is pretty incredible. Getting Tokyo 2022 vibes.
So you can see the athletes are probably going to have to jump to that and catch that little black dual text on the way back. I think they'd struggle to hold the swing on that yellow one. So that'll be...
Looks like a good paddle move backwards on itself.
Absolutely.
On the Watar grips, and then some kind of groove of death to finish, getting up onto the shoulder on that little jib there, and turning to the crowd, kissing the bicep and giving it the victory bump. Yeah, that's what I'm saying to finish. Can you win CWIF if you don't kiss your bicep?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, I don't feel you can. So they're just finishing off the 2 minutes observation, having a good fiddle about with the holds.
They are allowed to touch the starting holds to kind of get a feel of what that pull-on position is going to feel like, and you can learn a lot from just touching those first holds and getting close to the wall.
So we're right on top of the arena here, looking down onto the competitors in the crowd. One of the amazing things about the event here is the proximity. We talked about it in the semis. The crowd are literally on top of the competitors, and they're sitting right on the edge of the mat. There is zero room to escape from the atmosphere here for the competitors. So they're going to know everything about what's going on. They're going to know what other people have done because they can hear it. Some of them maybe get a sneaky peek out the side of their eye just to see what's going on. So for me, finals, it's about reading it right and executing. How about you?
I mean, we were talking about the crowds. That's what does it for me. Like, if you've seen a CWIF finals before, you know that it's legendary, and if you haven't, then you are in for a treat. So the climbers.
Yeah, you can almost feel the history on the mats of the other people that have been on this mat. Just thinking back over some of the previous winners, Tyler Lamman, Jerome Pouvreau, Jerome Mayer, Tito Calleron, like incredible pedigree of climbers that have come through this event over the years. Let alone the people who have competed. I just can't think of a name that hasn't actually been to CWIF. It's the place that there's not many competitions in the world where as just an everyday climber you can come and compete with that standard of field. You've done a couple of these in your time. What was so special for it?
I mean, I've only competed at one, didn't make semis, but for me, I'm Canadian and I've been following CWIF. I mean, to the same level as you would an IFFC Boulder World Cup. They're absolutely legendary. Yeah.
And over the years, I feel like the event has just risen in scale year on year, and it's so good to see it back, obviously with all the hiatus from competitions over the last couple of years. Traditionally, the CWIF has kind of had a bit of an edge to it with some unusual finals problems, but now it's very much firmly established as an IFSC standard event. So we are almost ready. We have Zoe Petermans and Hamish MacArthur facing the crowd, ready to turn around and try their first boulders.
Big smiles, looking psyched.
See what they've got. So straight away, Hamish on the brush in. He knows what's up. See if they've read the problems.
Oh man, I feel really nervous for them.
Oh really? Yeah.
I do not envy them.
Oh man, it's such a good atmosphere being out on the mats in this kind of format. It's what they train for, and just putting on the show. Speaking to Max Milne just before he came out, and he was like, "I'm going to put on a show for you," and
he always does.
Yeah, exactly, man. That's what they're about.
Hamish making quick work of this opening sequence.
Yeah.
Come on,
Super
Hamish.
strong here. These volumes do not look good.
Ooh.
Yeah, ejected.
Denied.
Access denied.
We need a button.
And our survey says so first go for each climber. Zoe making a little bit of progress through this wall. Obviously some fairly good but slopey upside down macros, and Hamish on these absolutely disgusting slopers at the top with a bit of a dodgy heel. Conditions, let's talk about conditions.
I mean, I'm pretty sweaty at the moment. I don't know how it is for
sweaty
those
palms.
guys. I've got sweaty palms.
But it's fresh in here. It's actually really good connies, I think. It's not like debilitatingly cold like it normally is.
Nathan Phillips had a fan with him, which I've never seen in a comp before.
Yeah. Fans are like good knowledge. But yeah, compared to some CWIFs where you're absolutely freezing, it's quite balmy this year.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, I'm still in thermals, but that's just me.
Come on, Zoe.
Here we go. Hamish back up on the zone hold. Really not enjoying that slope. Zoe Petermans smashing through these. Come on, Zoe. Got to get stood up higher. That's it. And big push and pull. Looks to me like you got to do a bit more. You got to embrace that push up and release the left foot to allow you to go
really
up with the
commit
right
to it.
hand. Yeah.
And those holds, they look quite big, and from afar they might look juggy, but I can assure you that they are not. Those are slopey.
Yeah, the angular wall, you can't really get a feel for it in that front-on shot. But sideways, like she's coming out of a section that's probably 50, 60 degrees at the start. It's like a proper cave section going into her top head wall. Hamish on a slightly less overhanging gradient. Head wall finishing up probably something like 15 degrees, but those holds are nicht sehr gut.
Struggling a bit with the dyno that time. Come on, Hamish.
He's had about 4 attempts now, so he's probably getting a bit powered out.
Go on, Hamish.
Yeah. Oh man. It almost looks like, because he's on the tall side, it looks like he's struggling to like make that heel work and fit in the groove. And the opposite may be true of Zoe, where she's obviously a smaller competitor, and maybe she's finding getting the weight through the feet a little bit harder and up on the bicep here.
Yeah, it does not look easy to create tension in that position at all.
Yeah. I mean, we have to give the competitors credit as well. Like, I believe this is Zoe's first CWIF final.
I think so, yeah.
You know, to come out to something so meaty, they've done 30 qualifying boulders, semi-final round this morning. It's a lot.
Come on, Hamish.
Nice, Hamish. Come on. Last go, best go. 25 seconds left. Nah. I think just running out of skin there. Let's see what Zoe can do.
Still smiling. She's having a good time.
Yeah, man. Finals is where it's at for these competitors. Like, the relief that you feel when you qualify for an event like this is like next level. And then you feel like you can just come out and put on a show for everyone.
Absolutely, and I think you can see the fact that it's going to be such a toss-up for the top three. You can see it as a challenge, or you can kind of see it as like, I'm just going to come out, do my best, what will be, and just have a bit of fun with it.
Yeah, absolutely. So we got Jim Pope giving it the alley-oop to start. There we go, all 4 points in control.
Lucy on women's too.
Quick with the double. Jim loves a good grip slope, so let's see how he gets on here. It's probably on the smaller side, so he might fit in the heel. Yeah, here we go.
Yes, come on, Jim.
Go on, Jim.
Nice, Jim. Come on, give it the flash. Yes, mate. Yeah. All right. Here we go, Jim. Making short work of those contact holds.
Tick.
Very impressive. Meanwhile, Lucy Garlick here, getting stuck back into this female one, really burly through this section, and just figuring out the dynamic move here. I think that definitely looks like a better method.
I reckon so, but it certainly doesn't look easy either. You're going to have to create so much tension between those holds.
Yeah.
I think I personally would also go for the method that Zoe went for and try and static it out.
Yeah, try and hit the jump on the biceps, like bent 90-degree arms, so you can take the tension. Here's Jim. Heel and toe clamp. Ooh, that's nice. That's pretty nice. And for those of you not familiar with those climbing holds, it's a local company, contact holds made by Max Ayrton and Alex Waterhouse, and this is their new shape. So yeah, they're looking fresh.
And of course the Rock City volumes as well.
Yeah, I think Lucy now is really committing to this jump method, so she's probably going to have quite a few attempts, I imagine, just to try and stick that move. Low percentage.
It's always really interesting as well to watch the climbers in semis and then see how they perform comparatively in finals. For me, when I used to compete, if I had a good quali round, I think I would tend to have a less good finals and semis.
Oh, interesting.
And then vice versa. If I
Did you feel the pressure? Is that what you're saying?
I don't know. I think sometimes as well, if it goes the other way where you don't have a good quali round, it really lights the fire for finals. I think we might see some of that from the lower qualifying athletes here.
Nice. Yeah, I think like the psychology, I'd love to be inside each of these competitors' brains to see what works for them. Whether they get fired up from the failure or whether they, it consumes them. So it's interesting to see all the different. But the thing with all of these guys is they're so experienced now. Even though they're so young, they've been through the youth, they've been through the junior. By the time they hit these kind of senior events, it's just second nature to them. It's super impressive.
Yeah, super impressive ability to switch it on when it counts. Come on, Lucy.
Here we go. Come on, Lucy. Stick it. Trying a bit more static method this time.
Go on.
Oh no, back to the jump. Ali. Oh yeah, much better. She definitely held contact there briefly.
Every time you rip off those holes though, you're going to be losing like layers of skin at a time.
Totally. Absolutely.
Devastating.
And also the clock is running down now. She's got about 45 seconds left. So, but if she can stick this move, she stands a good chance of getting the zone. But just powered out, I think. Yeah, good effort from Lucy.
It's difficult to say as well. Sometimes the athletes will go for a certain beat or a certain sequence and just stick with it, where it might be beneficial to try something else.
Yeah. So we've got our next finalists out. Big guns, Toby Roberts. Super strong British climber coming through. 9A plus. Youth awards in the past as well.
Amazing how 9A is just the new standard, isn't it?
It's incredible. It's incredible.
We're being left in the dust.
I know, right? Climbing alongside Ayala Karem from Israel. Climbed really well in the semi-final. See how she gets on this move, whether she's going to read it as a more static match on the undercut, or whether she's going to go for the double pop like Lucy.
Toby setting off.
Yeah, Toby had
So
an
smooth.
absolutely amazing round in
Yeah,
semi-final.
he smashed it, didn't he?
Yeah, coming out super early and just absolutely destroyed them.
That looks good. Get that shoulder engaged.
Went for the higher heel this time. Come on, Toby.
This is looking good. Come on.
Here we go.
Come on. Keep it together.
Here we go. Eyeing up the top. Nice, Toby.
Very well done.
Toby Roberts with the flash. Keeping pace with the Pope. So I was going to see how Hamish recovers.
Is that what we're calling Jim now?
The Pope. Oh, yeah. Praise Odin. Yeah.
Come on, Ayala.
Yeah. So far we've had 2 tops on M1 and no tops on Women's 1. So far this middle sort of lip section really stumping the women. Seems to be 2 methods. I think the one that we're going for now, I think, is this more dynamic move. Here we go, lining it up.
Come on.
Unfortunate. Yeah, the jump into those 2 holds did look good when Lucy was on it. Zoe Petermans was going for the more static approach, trying to match in
Lifting
onto
the
big
car
undercut.
bicep kind of situation.
Exactly. Yeah. But good comp-techers from Ayala here. She knows it's a super physical boulder. She knows nobody's done it, so she's being quite frugal with her attempts. 1 minute 50 left. Pulls on, gives herself a good shot at the top. Here we go. Lining up this jump move. Ali.
You can just hardly see the zone coming into view at the bottom of that shot. At the top of that shot, sorry.
Just chalking up on this absolutely, again, this angle not quite showing it. Yes! Really well held.
Yes, come on, keep going.
Might get our first zone move here. Yeah, she's up on zone. Awesome effort. Let's see if we can see our first top. Yeah, matching in, getting out of the undercut.
Come on, Ayala.
Here we go. Come on. Nice and slow. Got to keep the tension through the feet. Oh, just going. Unreal. Yeah, I think minute left. She definitely knows the knowledge now, which was actually a third method, different from what we've seen so far. She kept her left hand on the lower undercut and then smashed right the way through to the big right hand. That does make sense if you've got the span,
Come on.
but seems pretty wide. Some of our smaller competitors might not be able to do the same. Let's see.
25 seconds left.
Yeah, you can just hear Percy commentating for the crowd here. Time just running away for her. Really unfortunate on that second to last go. She had that one attempt to get to the top, and I think that was the one.
Next two competitors.
So we're on our next rotation. We've got Genia Kazbekova and Alex Megos. Here we go. Super cash. Always looks so happy and casual when he competes. Such a seasoned competitor though, he'll know exactly what he needs to do.
Did he just flip Percy off?
He didn't flip him off, I think he was just saying how many times he's won it.
I think there might have been a hidden message in there.
Yeah, I think you're right. Absolutely
go on,
floating through that first move. Here we go. Heels up. Let's see if he goes low or high heel. Oh, just skidding out.
If you've got the flexibility for it, getting your heel up onto that contact volume looks a lot more secure.
Yeah, I think also you can get a bit higher up on your right arm and get some more friction out of it.
And then you don't have to readjust before going to the finish.
That's it. Genia just coming off. She was taking the same approach as Ayala, skipping out the double and going for the wider move. I think she'll probably stick that next go. I think she just underestimated the amount of push required to get up to the hold.
Come on, Alex. Oh, whoops a daisy.
Dry fire from Alex.
Got some banging tunes going.
Yeah, the Gussinator on the decks this evening. Alex back up on the dyno. Seems to be actually quite not enjoying that dyno. And got a lot of tension through there.
Not hitting it as high as some of the other athletes.
The same through this section.
Come on.
But smashing his way through. Nice.
About bloody time, Alex. Come on.
Yeah, 1 in 3. Sub-optimal for Alex. So currently sitting in third place after one boulder. We've still got a couple of people to come out. But we had 2 flashes from one from Jim Pope and one from Toby Roberts. So at the moment, Mr. Megos got some work to do, but we are miles away from this being done. We've got 3 more boulders to come and still 2 more competitors to arrive out on the first boulder. Meanwhile, Genia just having a regroup. She's really struggling to get the distance for the right hand again move. Perhaps needs to try and cut loose with the feet, embrace that swing.
That opening shoulder move looks so strenuous as well.
Yeah.
Come on, Genia.
Knackers you up for the rest of it.
That's it. Here we go. So she's getting settled in the undercut and now
Come on,
needs to
Genia.
really drive
Come on.
up with the feet. Just hitting the lip of this hold. Again, as I said before, I felt like maybe that method that Ayala was using, maybe she has got a slightly more positive ape index and finding it a bit easier. Genia not enjoying it at the moment.
1 minute to go.
But we got 1 minute left. Let's see if she can get up to the zone hold. Still no tops on women 1.
And as with in semis, once the time is up, that is it.
Yeah, man. So, here we go, last go. 40 seconds left, she's pulling on. Into the undercut, matching out. Really tension
Come on,
through
come
these
on, come on.
shoulders.
Just seeing her start to fight there.
Yeah, she was really fighting. Come on, big kick off now.
Go on.
Get the height.
Lucky.
Yeah, I just... Maybe that's not the method for everybody.
I feel like such a mom watching these. I just want everyone to do everything. I want everyone to have a good time.
All you want to... But they just tried their hardest. That's all that matters.
Michaela Tracy coming out on women's number 1.
Yeah, she looked possessed in the semi-finals. She was like on a warpath. It was pretty impressive.
I love watching her compete.
I know.
She's such an entertaining athlete.
Yeah, she wears her heart on her sleeve. It's pretty cool. There's not many competitors these days who sort of show their emotions as much as her. Nathan Phillips here on the left-hand side, previous British champ, double champ, won it a couple of times, so super experienced. He's going to pull on now. So let's see what he's got. He knows it's been flashed, so he knows he needs to keep pace with the pack. Giving it the alley-oop. Nice.
Getting that left-hand hold in the worst possible place that he could.
Anywhere but there, Nate. Mickey absolutely beasting this lower section and staticking that move that Genya was struggling with. Just not quite getting the feet high enough. Here we go.
Come on, Nathan.
Nice, Nate. And Michaela on the flash go too. Nate just dropping his flash.
Let's give her some support.
I'm telling you, my money's on Michaela tonight. She looks like she is on for it. She looks up for it. Come on. She's obviously really familiar with this wall. Climbed here for a number of years. First top of the night.
Easy
Michaela
money.
Tracy.
Yes, mate. Look at that celebration.
She is crushing it. Yeah, she looks in great shape at the moment. That hiatus from climbing, giving her, from hiatus from comps, giving her a little bit more time, and she just looks psyched.
Has she been living in the States? Is that correct?
Yeah, she spent some time out there, and I believe she's back now for a bit.
Well, we're glad to have her.
Absolutely, absolutely. Comps is such an intense game, and I think she spent a number of years on the circuit. And competing internationally, the traveling, the training, it can be really draining. So
I mean, it's amazing how many athletes that are just so capable spend all of their time at competitions, maybe performing not as well as they want to, when they could be out there crushing super hard outdoor routes and boulders.
Yeah.
It does amaze me, but good on them.
Absolutely, and the rocks are always going to be there. These kind of competitions where you're at your peak, you have to maximise those opportunities, I think. And these are the kind of memories when you look back as a competitor and you think, yeah, CWIF final, that was something.
And it doesn't always pay off, but when it does, I'd imagine that's a feeling compared to none. I mean, I couldn't tell you, but I would imagine.
Yeah, man.
Go on, Nathan.
Here we go, Nate. Oh, really struggling on that left hand to keep contact. Some of the others have been going a lot higher up the sausage.
Come on.
Come on, Nate. Keep that heel. Give it some. Come on. Yeah.
Come on.
Ali. Come on. Now
Come on,
toe hook.
Nathan.
Yeah. Well done. Really showing his experience there. That's a lot to figure out on the fly.
Those slopers as well, it might look like they're just hard on the hands, but if your shoulders are tired from holding that swing, it's going to be a lot harder to engage in the direction that you need to get purchase out of those slopey holds.
Sure. And that just shows the experience of Nathan. Like, he didn't freak out, didn't get disheartened because he fell off the last hold. He just knew, oh, well, I've got there once. I can get there again, no problem.
For the rushes, Max is from Scotland, age 21.
So
Maximilian Mill.
Yeah.
What a name. That's a strong name.
Strong climber. So we've got our two highest qualifiers from the semi-final, Max Mill and Holly Tutil.
20 years old, lives in the middle of nowhere.
Both climbers obviously knowing now that the climbs have been done. Holly in particular will know that she's got to keep pace with Michaela.
Come on, Max.
Max floating through that section.
Come on.
Very, very cool.
Doing well here. Come on, Max.
Come on, Max. Come on, come on.
Mauling these holds. Gone for the toe hook rather than heel.
Yes.
Just floated through it.
So easy.
Splash for Max.
Really interesting there. His feet were the complete opposite to everyone else. All the other competitors used a left heel and a right toe, whereas he was left heel, left toe, right heel. Interesting. Yeah.
Holly Tutil as well, able to span that but not quite hold it to move on from it.
Yeah. What was interesting on Michaela's top when she did it, she tried to do it with the big span, came back down and then realised actually if I go left hand first, I've got a better chance of holding the swing. So I wonder if Holly will change her method and do the same. So for those of you who joined us after the semi-finals, obviously it's a slightly different format in a final. We just have 2 climbers out at one time, male and a female, and if they top, we wait for both climbers to finish before the next rotation of climbers starts. So we've always got 1 man and 1 woman on the crash mat. Here goes Holly. Yeah, leading with the left hand. Oh no, just slipping out. Brush, brush, brush. God, if only if it was like Wimbledon and you had your own brusher, you know? Maybe if you're like Alex Megos could just pay somebody to just be his brusher, you know?
I mean, I bet there'd be some people that would do it without being paid.
That's true, that's true. I had to say, like, maybe it doesn't matter, I don't know, maybe it's a COVID thing or something, but back in the day, you used to have your own brushes, right?
Yeah,
save your energy. So Holly back on, into the shoulder, getting the feet high, looking super strong through this section, but just not getting enough. She's almost hitting the hold hitting the right hand too extended, and the left hand is just not good enough to claw anything back with the bicep. Nothing like some high intensity music to really raise your anxiety levels as a competitor. So we've got 56 seconds left for Holly. It's probably going to be 1 or 2 goes max before she has to turn it in on this climb.
Go on, Holly.
So Holly's probably one of the shorter competitors, I would say, in the female category. Certainly compared to Michaela. Michaela seems to have a lot more reach through that section. I wonder if that's going to be the only deciding factor through here, because Holly is normally really good and strong through both steep and coordination moves. So I'm surprised.
I mean, she's quite young, but she's already a seasoned athlete. I think she'll be able to kind of pull it back after this, get refocused. She's made, I think, potentially more. She's definitely made a World Cup final before, so she'll know how to handle these situations.
So, boulder 1 is over. We're now on to the second boulder of the evening. We're going to have our first competitors out, Zoe Petermans and Hamish MacArthur. Neither of these climbers topped their first boulders, as you can see. Hamish actually was the only climber in the men's category not to do the first boulder, so he's going to have to come out all guns blaring on this. He's obviously a really well-rounded climber, incredibly strong at roots and boulders, but probably more so roots, I would say. Maybe the longer roof section here is going to play to his strength.
So you're about to set off on problem 2. Come on, Zoe.
On the second boulder.
Go on.
Hamish likewise.
Yeah, this looks super compact, this start for the women on this boulder.
Yeah, there's a little screw on that Rock City volume. I'm not sure if you can see it on the screen, but I reckon you're going to have to hit that in order to stick that volume.
Yeah. Wow, the splits from Hamish. Alex Megos is going to be all over that. Yeah, swinging onto the jug. Nicely done. Now I wonder if this is a jam between the... yeah, here we go. Feet first into the jam. Nice. I don't think you'd see that set in many commercial gyms.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, a one night only block.
If you've got a lot of experience in Indian Creek, then it's going to pay off here, which I suspect not many of these athletes do.
Absolutely smashing through this section, really impressive.
Looking good here. Come on, Hamish.
Making short work of this section, but now it gets burly. Got to get stood up on the biceps. This left hand hold is not great. Sloping pocket, high heel. Seems to have plenty in the tank though. Super fit climber.
Come on, Hamish.
Come on. Finish it off. Yeah, nice. Hamish really coming back strong after that first climb. He was super disappointed after not topping his first boulder and just came out and absolutely rinsed the second.
So he's still trying to sort out what to do in the beginning here.
Yeah, the notes we had from the route setters: complex, coordination and physical. So potentially a bit harder to read the sequence on this for Zoe. And again, another super steep sectional wall. Awesome flashback there to Hamish topping out. Long way to go in the competition. Obviously this is only block 2 out of 4. So despite Hamish not getting a top on the first, coming out with a flash on the second still keeps him in the mix, I would think. Good to see these Rock City volumes on the wall. Obviously one of our sponsors today, along with Beta Setting. We've got Squadra, Lapis, Blurstone, Access, all supporting the competition today.
Come on.
Nice, Zoe. Here we go. Yeah, good read there. Now we've got to get the big alley-oop to the next yellow. Nice. Just powering out off that.
Don't blame her.
Yeah, got to keep that toe hook strong, right? Practice the old bat hangs.
It's so difficult when you've not got a zone on the first problem and then to come out to the second and be struggling to get to the zone, but that's what all comes down to, your ability to continue to focus even when things aren't going your way.
Absolutely, and I feel like she's figured the sequence out early, so that's good for her now.
Come on, Zoe.
She's making this move every time now. Come on, Zoe. Potentially gonna have to go quite quick for this with the right hand. I'm thinking maybe you need to swing the foot and hand at the same time, coordination style.
Next 2 climbers out, we're going to see Lucy Garlic and Jim Pope.
Next rotation, Lucy Garlic, Jim Pope. Jim absolutely smashed the first boulder. He was the first guy in the men's category to do so. Let's see what he can do on the second. He knows Hamish has topped it. And Lucy here pulling on nice and strong to start. Just really fiddling in the match on this tiny crimp. You can't see on your screen, but that is a bad hold.
Come on, Lucy.
Nice. Jim as well, just struggling to get established on the climb. Really spread out at the start in the splits. Again, he's got plenty of fitness, Jim Pope. And Lucy Garlic here.
Getting to that expert hold with ease.
Absolutely beasting this.
Come on, Lucy.
Could see our first zone. There it is. Now she's got to figure out what to do. She's got to work her way across onto this big yellow Squadra volume, which is very, very slopey. So it's going to rely on that toe hook to keep tension. Allez, Lucy, come on. Yeah. Heel up high to finish. Come on,
Lucy.
Big lock-off move to finish.
Oh, go on.
She's going to be pretty powered out now. The right-hand sloper is not a good hold.
No. Meanwhile, Jim Pope
Powering out there. 2 minutes 40 left on the clock, so I'm sure she's going to have time to have one more good go on that. She knows what to do now too. And Jim Pope falling out of
Spilling his chalk. Faux pas.
Yeah, but falling out of that foot jam looked pretty dangerous.
We've had a lot of back slams out of that corner today.
Yeah, it's a route setter's favourite, right?
Taking the steepest parts of this climbing wall.
Again, just shows like the concentration of the competitors. Hamish had the disappointment on that last climb and just came out and absolutely rinsed this one. Potentially again, when you do the viewing, I think as a competitor you get an idea for the kind of problems that are going to suit you, and maybe he just knew straight from the bat that longer climb more physical, spending a lot of minutes on the wall. It's going to suit him as a route climber, so maybe that's one he eyed from the start.
Come on, Lucy.
Yeah, Lucy really dialing in this move now. You can see her hitting that left hand at full extension, sapping the energy out, which she's going to need later on, because the amount of compression between feet and hands is insane in this boulder. As she comes back on. Same with Jim, fiddling in that heel toe cam. Got to get across onto the next volume if he can.
50 seconds left.
Hamish managed to get his left hand across first.
Just tickled it.
Jim really struggling to, I think, as a shorter competitor, maybe hasn't got the same kind of reach as Hamish.
Definitely.
Another excuse. No excuses for height.
Oh mate, we're in Britain, there's always excuses.
That's true. That's
You've got
true.
your height, you've got the weather.
Yeah.
Are you hungover?
Conditions. Oh.
We're here for all the excuses. I'd assume Jim Pope's not hungover though.
You'd hope not. You'd hope not. Here goes Jim against the clock. 20 seconds. Maybe going to give it a campus.
Come on, Jim, keep going.
Surprised he's had another go. Hanging on. Knows he needs to get a zone. Well, cheers, Jim. Good effort there.
So next two climbers out now. Ayala Karam and Toby Roberts.
So we're on to our third climbers on the second boulder. Ayala Karem from Israel and Toby Roberts from the UK. I think Toby is our youngest competitor in the male category today. Just fresh out of the
splits.
Oh, look at that. Incredible.
Oh man.
Flexibility and just able to just go straight onto that roof jug. Very
Wish I could do
impressive.
that.
Now he's got to figure out how to spin round.
Come
or
on,
go
Toby.
for it.
Come on.
Yeah, he's figured it out. Loving these holds. Route setter's doing such a good job today. Chief route setter at this event. Our man locally, Rob Napier.
Amazingly well held.
Ayala
Nice
just
hold.
absolutely beasting that. That was very impressive. Toby Roberts smashing through as well. Could be the first climber to
Come on, Toby.
complete two.
Ayala securing the
Nice.
zone.
Ayala. Nice. Toby Roberts absolutely smashing it. 2 and 2 for him.
Come on.
Nice, Ayala. Awesome.
Amazing stuff.
2 tops. So, women's 2 goes. Ayala laying the gauntlet down. This is where a final starts to move a lot quicker than a semi, because when these competitors sit down, they brush the holds, the next 2 come out. So the intervals between climbs, if the climbs are done quickly, can be really short. So as a competitor, you've got to be pretty much ready to go all the time. So Alex getting ready to go on his second boulder through the roof. I mean, the guys, they know from the crowd interactions and the screens, they know that these climbs have been done now, so the pressure ratchets up. Interesting to see who has topped what boulders. Obviously, all the route climbers so far doing really well on this men's tube. Jenya here, starting her second climb. We're so pleased to have her here all the way from the Ukraine.
Straight to that screw on.
Yeah, just nailing the sequence. See if she can read the toe hook. Yeah, she's going for the heel. Yeah, just not quite figuring that out.
So impressive how Ayala held that just at full span. That's that
Absolutely.
V12 bouldering strength coming through. Comes in handy being able to boulder V12, turns out.
Yeah, who'd have thought it? And the same for Alex here. He's in a world of twofers and just hanging about, chilling.
stops take you there.
It's going to chalk up in a minute, I reckon. That's
on,
impressive. That is
Come on.
impressive. That X-Colt hold is not great for the left hand in that position on that angle. So to spin back round is very impressive. You can see there on that slow-mo replay, that left-hand slope is hideous.
Come on, Jenya.
Go on, Jenya.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
this
good
looks
knowledge. Good
Very
knowledge.
good.
Yeah, that's
Come
nice.
on, Jenya.
Leading with the left hand this time. Much more static.
Yeah.
Straight up onto the
Come
zone.
on, Jenya. Keep
See if
going.
she can figure out how to keep the tension through this section. Getting across onto the Fictal big yellow volume. Tricky move for sure.
Yes, keep going.
Here we go.
Nice.
Come on, Jenya.
Can you finish it?
You can do it. Last
Come on,
move.
give us some
Come
support.
on.
Come on, Jenya.
Get that right
Come on.
foot set.
Yes.
Nice. And we've got another top.
Oh, give it up, ladies and gentlemen.
Jenya Kasparkova
Jenya Kasparkova.
with a top on women's 2-2. Very, very strong. As she stands there watching Alex on his second boulder.
Doing some sort of contemporary dance moves on this
Come on, Alex.
Yeah.
on this sequence here.
Alex not quite figuring out the position. Getting himself into all sorts of pickles.
Knots there. Very, very physical, very difficult contortions on this climb.
So yeah, we've just got one note from the route setters on this second climb for the men, which was set by Percy. Physical. I mean, yeah, I think that speaks for itself, right?
Thanks, Captain Obvious.
Yeah.
Left on the clock. Come on,
They
Alex.
pay him all the big bucks to be the IFSC chief route setter for however many years he was, and gives us the note physical. Yeah.
Come on,
nice,
Alex.
Absolutely rinsing this front
Yes,
section.
good, Alex, come on.
Oh,
Maybe just not enjoying the core workout. Maybe even Alex Megos gets tired.
who'd have thought?
Come on, Alex.
Come on, Alex.
Yeah, that looks much better though. He's got the left foot.
His feet in the gap there between the volumes.
Just really not finding the method that works well for him.
Call it a day there.
He's going to sack it off. Yeah, he's not sure. He's going to be annoyed about that, but he knows there's still another couple of boulders to go. So we're staring straight across towards Michaela Tracy. She has her chalk brush primed. She is in the zone.
27 years old.
Same with Nathan.
Sheffield.
He's having a quick look, see if he can see any more clues before pulling on. Doesn't want to waste any time.
Climbing heroes, Martin Smith. Looking in the way.
Michaela Tracy again, really using her competitive skills to just have a quick chill, look for the clues, see if there's any boot rubber, any extra chalk that she might not have considered from other competitors.
I think she'll know that she's capable of flashing this boulder, so she'll want to make the absolute most out of her first go.
Absolutely, yeah. Same with Nathan here. He's so good at figuring out things on the fly, reacting to sequences he might have misread. Here goes Michaela. So strong on that shoulder crimp there. Just needs to go up with the left hand onto the next shelf. Getting herself a little crossed up. Meanwhile, Nathan, embracing the toe, just needs to get established onto the second volume with his left hand if possible.
Nathan's making a face. This is trying hard face. Come on, Nathan.
Looks like he's got his feet pretty well jammed in there.
Yeah, he's in there for good now.
He's
Double legs, chalking up. I'm not sure how much recovery he's getting on that. Really surprised to see Michaela struggling on this first section. I would have thought it would have suited her quite well.
Come on, Nathan, it's not lead. Come on, Nate. Come on. Yes.
There he
Yes,
goes.
come on, Nathan. Oh.
So yeah, Michaela really struggling to get established on this first move. She's just not quite reading the same sequence as the others, or embracing that that sort of crimp match at the start.
And it can be so hard to control that panic if you know that the climber before you has sent it and you know that you're capable of it, and then you're struggling to get off the ground and get off the first holds. It's really hard to control the emotions that come along with that and still focus on what you have to do.
Here she goes. Yeah, I think what she's doing is she's pulling on with the right method, but going underneath her right hand into a guppy, which gives her sort of more stability to pull up on the arms, but obviously makes it much harder to get that hand back out and round and hit that shelf without losing tension through the feet. If she can, I think just like matching into the right hand crimp, just 2 bad holds, pausing for a sec, might be the way.
Come on, Nathan.
Yes, here she goes.
Come on, Mickey.
Much better sequence from Michaela.
Come on, Michaela.
Adopting the left heel high, which we know works as well, into zone. Got to keep tight now. Let's hope those previous efforts haven't tired her out. She's got to cut that left heel to get the toe in. There it is. Come on, Michaela. Bouncing the foot to create some momentum, to claw that toe hook in.
Yes.
Yeah, come on, Mickey.
Come on.
Up onto the fictal.
Come on.
Come on, stay tight now. Ride that heel.
Come on. Do it.
You can do it.
Come on.
Alf kiss. Yes.
Good lass.
Nice, Mickey.
That's how you try hard.
So frustrated on the mat. She is screaming at the crowd.
Well, fantastic.
She knows she could have done that sooner.
Calm down, just calm down.
Michaela is never happy unless she achieves perfection.
Next two competitors,
Good thing she achieves perfection
Yeah.
pretty often.
Nathan had a rough ride on that one as well. We just missed his final few goes as we were catching Michaela. But yeah, another person not to top men's 2. So at the moment, we just had a couple of tops on that. Hamish MacArthur came out and crushed it along with Toby Roberts. Really interesting to see those guys starting to push out. Max Milne into the splits. Nice.
You're right, Max.
Now he's got this awkward transition to come out into the roof. Holly as well, struggling to get round. Really good route setting from the team here, just to get a split across the field. Really unusual positions and challenging different body shapes.
Max.
Again, another one who is not happy unless he achieves perfection. Max Milne.
Yeah, going back to what you were saying about the setting, the caliber of these athletes is just so high. To set something that separates them but doesn't have stopper moves is such an impressive feat.
Yeah, the team's done such a good job. We've obviously got some really experienced setters within the team, but some amazing new talent coming through as well. Matt Cousins is new to the team. He's on the GB development pathway along with Karen NG. She's also on the progression plan to become an international route setter, so it's great to have them on this event.
Come on, Holly.
Max is up. Same with Holly. She's got plenty in the tank to try and figure this out.
Come on.
Here we go.
He's got his foot well and truly jammed in there. Oh my god.
You can see they both got that rhythm in their climbing, that when they get that sort of rhythm going, you just can't see them coming off.
Yes, Max. Come on, Holly. Oh, devastating.
Holly just slipping off that last move.
Climbers are not finished till both hands go in the finish hold.
Max with a bit of swagger.
Yeah, man. That guy's a G.
He's going to go and have a word with himself. Probably on the naughty step the next 5 minutes.
2 tops. Super impressive from him. think he'd be annoyed again that just slipped off that starting dyno on the first go. But again, I love watching Max climb. He's so intuitive. Like, obviously he's super powerful and strong, but he seems really good at like adapting to movement as he's climbing.
I think as well, when you watch him, whether he's having an on day or an off day, you can just tell that he's having fun. I think he loves climbing more than anyone else I know, and that really comes through.
Yeah.
Come on, Holly.
Here we go, Holly. Come on. Power up. Power up. Nice. Stay tight now. You know what to do. Swing that. You got it. So fluid through this section. I think she's going to have enough in the tank this time. She's climbing very efficiently through this section.
That cross-under sequence is so demanding.
Yeah.
Come on, Holly. Oh!
And that slope is just so bad.
Yeah, not a terrible amount of chalk on that.
Just run out of time. She will be fuming with herself.
We just move our attention to bowl number 3. The men have got the slab. The women are just to the right.
So yeah, here we are on the leaderboard so far. So out in first place, Toby Roberts absolutely smashing it. 2 flashes followed by Max Milne, 2 and 3. Jim Pope just with the 1 flash. Nathan Phillips 1 and 2. Hamish 2 and 2. And Alex Magos just struggling to find his flow at the moment. Onto the women's category, Michaela Tracy leading the field, two tops in 7. Ayala Karem 1 and 2. Jenya Kasparkova with the same, and then Lucy, Holly and Zoe just again struggling to find their flow. But still 2 boulders to go, plenty of time. This whole comp could be flipped upside down. Plenty climbing, and we're coming back to the screen for you. Here we go. M3, this is the really difficult Rock City volumes slab. Just a horrendous teetering across these terrible handholds and footholds. Meanwhile, Zoe's got the compression climb. Described by the route setters as a risky start jump. It's probably going to get a few attempts from the climbers on this. Again, always a good way to split the field. My notes from the route setters on men's 3, risky. Ugh. Goes without saying on slab, right? Nice. Hamish so tall, he's almost spanning between, skipping out this whole section. You can see from the chalk on the right hand side of this big Rock City volume that I think the route setters want you to look the other way and walk up the slab, but Hamish is trying to just push it all the way out. Again, those footholds are absolutely terrible. Zoe struggled to find her flow in this. I believe it's her first final here at QIF. Just needs to slow it down, maybe have a think, regroup. Less is more sometimes. But super impressive to see how much she commits to the boulders. Yeah, that looks a better position for Hamish. Tagging in that right hand, yeah. There you go. Now you can walk the feet up. Got a bit more tension. Come on, Hamish, take your time. Press that right palm. You got it. Nice. Yeah, really tricky finish to this boulder. Got a teeter across on the feet into this slopey pocket. Not sure how he's going to release that left hand. Yeah, there it is. Got to get stood up on the toe if possible. Massive span between the 2 holds here. Super impressive. Hamish MacArthur really disappointed after the first climb where he didn't get a top, but coming back strong, flashing the second boulder and doing this third one within half a dozen tries.
A call from nature. She says hi. But I'm back now. Fear not.
Okay.
Go on, Zoe.
Yeah, Zoe making much better work through there now. She's figured out how to keep the tension with the feet. Got to be quick through this section. Wow, that is a high heel. The knowledge we have is that this is the bit of the coordination where you've got to do a left, right, round the corner to get into that really good hold with the right hand. All eyes on Zoe. She's definitely more efficient through this section now. She's got some knowledge, using it to her advantage. Yeah, that's the way. Bit more with the left hand first. Generate the upwards. Okay, so next rotation. It's coming very quick now. We've got Lucy Garlick and Jim Pope. Again, Jim topped the first two boulders, so if he can get a top here, he's going to be leading the pack. Plenty of prep time here from these guys. They know it's all about attempts, so get these holds nice and fresh, give it one good try and hope for the best. So Lucy, yeah, really struggling to find that start position. Zoe seemed to have good knowledge with the left foot and then dynamic in with the right foot.
Impressive pull on to this problem from Jim. That looks like a tenuous position.
Yeah,
just trying to get everything he can out of the creases between the volumes, but there's not much there.
Nice tension there with the right hand. Gecko hands.
Yeah, once he's on an open hand grip, he's fine. It's like a jug, basically.
Yeah. Now he's got to figure out this transition move. Obviously, he's not going to have the same ape index as Hamish. Hamish absolutely mauled it. Lucy getting established now. That's great to see her on the boulder. See if she can figure out this little 1-2. Bit of momentum required to generate some upwards. Here we go. There it is. Yes, Lucy. Come on.
Come on.
Got to keep it together now. This next hold is not great. She needs it with the right hand if possible. Yeah, come on, Lucy. Stick with it. Oh. Yeah, I think left heel there may be the way. Hard to keep tension when you've got a really high right heel and you're going up to a right hand. Ideally, you want to be on an opposite.
Impressive to see so much confidence and composure, though, from such a young athlete. She looks right at home in this final.
Absolutely, absolutely. And Jim here, making short work. Now he's up on his toes. I think he's feeling a bit more comfortable than before, where his centre of gravity was much lower.
Come on.
Yep. See how he goes. He's got to stand this up. That right foot is terrible. I just don't know
really
if he's going to have
the reach.
Don't know if
he can span it, yeah. Come on,
Here
Jim.
we go, Jim.
Come on.
Build that left foot up. Oh, man. Just wondering almost if you need to go up with the right hand to the pocket, release your left hand, and then replace it with a left toe hook, potentially. But Lucy's back on. She's psyched now. She knows what to do. We're over halfway through this final now. We're on the third climb of the event.
Come on, Lucy.
So these tops are going to be really important.
Come on.
Yeah, left heel. Come on. Get that left heel. Tag in with the right hand. Come on. Stay tight. Oh, no, just not finding the right position. Come down, have a think, regroup. Okay, Jim Pope still having a fondle of these volumes, not finding the right position just yet. He's been up to this point before.
Come on. Come
but
on.
very hard to get established. Here we go. Yeah, pushing it out. Got to get the toe hook in, I think, to allow the release. Just not quite enough. So yeah, again, end of that rotation. Much quicker round. Only 4 minutes. We're going to reload in a second. So current leader in the men's field, Toby Roberts with 2 flashes. see if he can come out and get another one. If he can get a flash on this, he's really going to cement himself at the top. Similarly with Ayala, she's been climbing so well, very much in this competition. A top here would almost certainly give her a podium potentially.
She gets 10 points for her talk bag as well. Come on, Ayala.
Here goes Toby. Yeah, she's made really short work of that start, I think. Come on. Oh. Nice, Toby. Come on, Toby. Got to get really high up now. Yep, that's the way.
Oh my god, what a fight.
What a save from Toby there. I don't know how he kept tension there. Got to get the feet up too. So the left hand is a very good guppy. The right foot is a good smear, but the left foot and the right hand are completely terrible. So it makes it very hard for him to move up because he has to sort of jump his right foot up.
Trying to get his nails behind.
Yeah, or the screw hold. Yeah, Ayala makes the jump. She's eyeing up that second to last hold. She knows she has to go slow to it. It's not a good hold. Here we go.
Very good. Go on.
Now swing the foot back round. Come on. Yes. Ayala. Karem. Strong work from her. That's our first top on women's 3.
As soon as she got that right heel in, you could just tell how solid she was.
Yeah, she had that locked down, right?
Lucy will be kicking herself for not trying that.
Yeah, you have to have some kind of fixed point of contact to come into such a bad hold. Only then can she really like sink down onto that penultimate hold, get established into that little dish to allow her to release the heel, get it up high and left and move back to the final hold.
You look at the live updated scoreboard, but we don't have one. Or ask you, maybe. Hang on, I'll ask Rob.
Come on, Toby.
Here we go. Toby back on. Yeah, super smooth through that section.
Yeah, making that
I
look
love that
easy.
style. And he's up. He just needs to make sure he can keep tension on the right foot as he presses it out. Yeah. I honestly don't think that anybody else is going to be able to do it Hamish's way because he's just got such a big ape index. It looks like you have to mantle up on top of the final Rock City volume. Lean round the right corner. Clock ticking down for him. We're on 1 minute 10 left for Toby. Now or never really. It's got to make progress. Securing the zone every time. Come on, press it out. Yes, that's the way. Come on, Tobe. Come on. No. Just not quite figuring out what to do.
40 seconds left on the clock.
The knowledge we think is he's going to have to mantle up 2 hands on the top of that black volume to get a toe hook in under the left hand side of the volume. Really complex. But he's only got 30 seconds left. Not long left. Got to move quickly now. Left hand up, Toby. Come on, join the right hand. That's it. No.
Loads of time left.
Just rushing.
So
Unlucky.
difficult as well. To get into that mental position, your chest and hips are going to have to be so close into the wall, the feet are just going to disappear for you.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. Okay, here we go. Genya Kazmakova and Alex Magos. Alex had a rough ride on that previous boulder, so he's going to be keen to get a top on this one to keep pace with the other guys. Genya also needs to get a top here to keep pace with Michaela.
Do you miss competing? Does this make you wish you were back on the mats?
Yeah, it really does. It really does. Every time you see an event like this, you just know how much effort all the competitors have put in to get to this point. Like, climbing in finals is the absolute highlight. It's like what you train for, being in the lights, competing on these amazing boulders with the crowd. And those are the things that I certainly miss. But Do I miss all of the training and the process and the hours that go into that? That's the bit that's really hard. That's the bit you don't miss. But that's what it takes. And these guys, they put in a serious amount of hours, days, months and years to get to this point, and they deserve every minute that they get.
Absolutely. The amazing thing with climbing as well is that it seems like you can perform kind of well beyond where you kind of lose your performance ability in other sports.
Yeah.
So when these guys retire, they can just go out and crush it outdoors for another couple decades.
Yeah, there's like 2 different curves running in climbing. I think your like physical ability and your technical ability, right? So you can lose physical ability but still be really good technically. And
then there's always trad climbing.
This is
Go
the
on,
method.
Alex.
Yeah, I think Alex felt the method that we're talking about, getting pressed out on top of that black volume. But Genya not enjoying the start of this boulder like quite a few of the other competitors, but once they dial that move in, they pretty much get it every time. Here we go, throw that toe hook, alley-oop, we're on. Come on Genya, stick with it. Gotta get some upwards push now. Keep it going. Flick out to the corner now. Come on. Get round. Oh, just missing it. Looking at the skin, perhaps she's starting to feel the toll. Huge amount of climbing to get to this point.
Alex crimping the hell out of those volumes.
Yeah, he's a seasoned pro. He knows where it's at. Get those ratty crimps. Nice, Alex. Come on, press it out. Really strong now. Got to keep pushing up. Get the weight up and right so that you can release the left hand.
Come on, Alex.
Come on, keep pushing.
Yeah, he's just really struggling like everybody else to find that position. Hamish MacArthur, the only one who could just span from a really low position to grab that pocket with a really good center of gravity. Everybody else having to go up and left on top of the big black volume, which puts you further away from the hold, meaning you have to go more dynamically to it, and it's such a small, shallow pocket.
Yeah, you're going to struggle to stick that going to it dynamically.
Genya again. Back
Come
up.
on. Oh.
It looks like she's just getting a little bit powered out. A lot of climbing to get to this point, even in this round. Come on, Alex. This time, press it out, mate. That's it. Keep pushing. Yeah, that's it. That's it. He's figured it out.
Come on,
Match the feet, Alex. Yeah, he's done it.
Bloody hell.
Amazing effort from Alex Megos.
My heart is in my throat that whole time. That's so amazing.
Yeah. Making short work of that. Really sliding across those volumes.
Come on, Genya.
True gentleman now, staying to watch Genya finish her climb.
Come on, Genya.
And she's up.
Come on.
Come on.
Come on.
Come
Sort
on.
the feet out.
Sort your feet. Yeah, that's it. Roll in.
Come on.
Come on. Oh, just running out of time. She knows that was the attempt. Rotation over.
So close there.
Okay, so we're getting towards the end of this this third boulder. Sorry, Michaela Tracy, a woman possessed this evening, been absolutely crushing it. Nathan Phillips too, been climbing well. He's a bit of a slab connoisseur.
Is he a slab man?
Oh,
Slabman.
bien sûr. Il aime le slab.
I love these CWIF tank tops. You know, it's a badge of honor having one of those.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So what you want to do after, you want to go pinch one and then get it on eBay. They go for a fortune.
Make sure you don't wash it so it's got essence of...
Absolutely. And then what you do is you take the money from selling that vest and you give it all to Genya on the campaign that we're running at the event here.
Definitely.
So Nath making short work of that first stepping up section. Obviously he'll be fully aware of all the attempts to date. You can see him there with his right hand just boning that screw hole on the volume. Same again on this top volume. He's so good at doing that and transitioning again.
Come on, Nathan.
Screw
Come on.
holes, crimps as he presses it out on the flash go. Oh my God, that
Amazing
is
attempt.
incredible. But he knows exactly what to do. That could be really important when we come to count back at the end if he doesn't do the boulder. Super steady through that section. You got to feel like potentially he got some knowledge maybe from hearing what happened during Alex Megos's go, because he seemed pretty convinced on what to do on the top there.
I'd say so.
Here goes Mickey, struggling with the tension. Those handholds are not great, and she was looking to swing the feet back on to get some more compression, take some weight off the hands, but just slipping off.
And like you were saying earlier, it'd be amazing to have an insight into the psychology of these climbers. You know, a lot of times the higher performers kind of keep cool, calm and collected the whole time, and she absolutely does not, but it seems to work for her.
Yeah, she climbs like, you know, she really likes to engage with the crowd and fuels off that.
I mean, it's amazing to watch.
Oh, it's
definitely
great.
more entertaining for us.
Absolutely.
Come on, Michaela.
It's nice to have all the different character
Come on.
types. There she is. Nice. So, if we can get a top here from Michaela, she is going to be right
Come
out
on,
on the top of the
Michaela.
field.
Go on.
Here we go. Staring down the jug.
Yes,
Nice.
mate. Well held.
Strong from Michaela Tracy.
Tracy makes it 3.
That's 3 tops for her. Super impressive.
Yes.
And Nathan boning these screw holes on the volume to transition across.
Oh.
But the downside of that is, you know, Alex was really fluid on that transition across, just moving his hand across the slope as he moved across the wall to the pocket. The trouble with crimping that screw hole is, yeah, sure, you're going to get some more purchase out of it, some more height, but it does restrict you when you move laterally. It's going to be really hard to leave it behind, and that's what's happening at the moment. When he tries to leave that screw hole, the weight's going off his right foot, and he's being thrown off the slab. I think next time, if he can use the screw holes to get high, get positioned, and then release them before transitioning, maybe that'll work a little bit better. But super impressive. I mean, he's had about a dozen tries on this now, and every attempt has been good. He's such a pro. Here we go, Nate. Yeah. Get that position. Drill the right foot. Yes. No, just running out of time. 10 seconds. Oh. Just tagging the pocket as the timer goes, and gave up, knowing it was too late.
You've got to wonder as well if he had more time and he could have gone a bit slower, maybe that would have been the one, but we'll never know.
Yeah, I feel like he'll definitely be annoyed at that, having dropped that several times from the last move. Very, very, very frustrating. Last climbers on problem 3. So it's getting meaty, it's getting interesting. We've got Max Milne.
Meaty.
We're in the meat. We're in the meat of the competition. No longer are we in aperitif territory. We are in
It's meaty. People are boning screw holes.
Steak
It's all
free.
going on here.
You got it. You got it. Any more food references I can get in, I will.
Yeah, those are food references, by the way.
Yeah.
Just to clarify.
Just to clarify. Yeah. So Max getting his volume crimp on. That's pretty disgusting.
Go on,
I'm
Max.
not going to lie. But it's worked. Fair play. He stood up, flash attempt. Needs to get that left hand turn to an undercut if possible, so he can swing the right heel. There you go, Max. Come on.
Holly trying to sort out this jump move. Come on.
Yeah, she's had a couple of goes now just to get there.
Come on, Max.
Max is up. He's got to press it out now.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, get on board, mate. Come on. You've got to go slow. Do not jump. That's it, Max. Yes. Press it out.
This is too
Yeah.
stressful. Come on, Max. Come on, come on.
That is impressive.
There you have it.
Super impressive from Max Milne. Flash on that boulder too. He's going to go to the top of the field now. With that, I believe he's done 3 in 4 now. So yeah, entitled to the swagger.
He'll be fired up after Plywood Masters, coming away with a second. Obviously, that's nothing too shabby, but for Max, he wants to be on top of that podium, doesn't he?
He's a man of many high standards.
Didn't know where you were going with that.
Yeah, he knows what he wants. It's super impressive. There's not many people you meet in life like that are just
so incredibly driven.
Yeah, it's super impressive. Like, every time I speak to him, you know, you ask him what his list of goals are for the season or for the whatever it is, and it is nothing short of dominance.
Come on, Holly.
So, bit of a graphic for you, bottom left hand corner of your screen here. Just showing you how many tops we've had for each of those first 3 boulders and how many bonuses. So currently it looks like problem 1 was the easiest. We had 5 tops, and then the other 2 boulders had 3.
Come on, Holly.
Meanwhile, Holly knows what to do now. She just needs to generate a bit more
come on.
push to get up onto this right hand hold. Just not quite finding the right tension. And again, so far as the results stand, currently problem 2 was the women's easiest problem. 3 climbers topping that. Then problem 3, 2 climbers topping it. And problem 1, just Michaela Tracy.
Watching the women try and make their way to the zone on this problem number 3, it makes it all the more impressive how Lucy was able to just kind of cruise through it.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, that's what's it's such a leveler, you know, with the final field. Everybody is so strong. You know, you can spin it both ways. Coming out first, maybe you have fresh holds. They feel the friction feels a little bit better. Coming out last, maybe you're more aware as to what you need to do. Depends what works best for you. But yeah, I think that's it for Holly. 10 seconds left. She is livid, but understandably so. She's another one who sets super high standards for herself, so she will be disappointed. But one more problem to go. She'll regroup.
Her technical ability is honestly so impressive. If you look at, you know, just the physical brute strength of some other climbers, comparatively she maybe doesn't stack up, but her ability to kind of just tech her way through things is astounding. She's obviously is also very, very strong.
Yeah,
don't
goes without
come
saying.
across the wrong way.
Goes without saying, yeah.
I'm really excited to see the men's for how this goes down here.
Just about to pull on now. Hamish.
Non-stop drama.
This is going to be an all-points coordination dyno,
and
back and forwards.
Oh,
yeah.
Got the right idea.
The right idea. Just needs to latch it.
Yes, Zoe. Oh.
And Zoe got the slopey shelf to land with hands, and then right foot again onto a big slopey volume. So yeah, a bit of a coordination balance boulder for the women on their final one, and an all points coordination jump for the guys. This is all going to be super interesting for Countback, because these kind of boulders lead themselves to lots of falls. So if you can come out and just smash it on your first try, potentially just out of nowhere going to come out with a good result. So left hand press onto the volume, looks like chalk mark into the shoulder finish. Nice left foot on and into the match. Well done, Hamish. That completes his competition for the Rab CWIF 2022 for Hamish MacArthur.
It's a shoulder bonanza, that last move.
Slow start for him. Unfortunately, he didn't get a top on the first climb, which so far had the most tops from everybody. So he'll be a bit disappointed because he's done all the other 3. So still might make a podium. Let's see how we end up. Yeah.
Yes.
Zoe figuring a move out. Looks like perhaps if she can go a little bit lower with the right hand, maybe she'll be able to get more weight through the right foot when she sticks it. A little less pendulum.
Zoe struggling for zones in this round, but honestly, making finals of this competition is such an amazing feat.
Absolutely.
These athletes put so much time and effort, and for it to pay off and to make the finals, I'm absolutely just beaming with pride for Zoe.
Oh man, yeah. It's
I'm getting a bit emotional.
Oh my god, it's totes emotion.
Come on, Zoe.
Come on, Zoe. Yeah, she's really good on the
Creeping
feet
across.
here. Yeah, and then the little
Come on,
popperoo.
come on, yes,
Nice.
Go on.
Nailing it down now. This final slab, so really balanced the top section, super high foot, pressing down onto the left arm and then over.
Come on, Zoe. Come on.
Got to be confident through this section.
Yes, come on, Zoe.
And then hop the foot. You got it.
Come on, Zoe.
Really nice.
Come on, keep it together.
Slow transition across, right foot in. Come on, Zoe.
She's got that toe hook in.
Yeah, she's looking set. Just got to take the ride now. These were tar holds. Dual tech, so there's one side that's very, very frictiony, and the other side
that
slippy.
toe statically.
Yes.
Come on.
Come on, stick with it.
Come on, Zoe. Come on.
Shuffle across. Get some weight on the left foot. There it is.
What a way to finish your final round.
Awesome for
Amazing
her.
stuff. What a way to end her round here.
Yeah, so good that she got a top as well. She climbed so well and just unlucky earlier on in the competition today. So really nice way for her to finish the comp.
Now she can celebrate.
Yeah, man. Get on the beers. So we're going to reload. That's Zoe and Hamish's competition over. We have to wait to see how they finish. But now we got Lucy Garlick and Jim Pope coming out. They both will know this climb has been done, so they'll want to do it quickly.
And off they go.
Lucy pulls on for the teeter to finish, and Jim's got to go for it. Give it some beans. Come on, Jim. Embrace the swing. That's it. Oh, trying to hang that slope.
Jim
Super
Pope on a
impressive.
rope, mate. Sort yourself out.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Lucy just slipping off those first volumes.
Come on, Jim. Come on.
Left
there
hand.
he goes.
Oh, wow. Went with the right hand, so straight into that. Right hand up to finish. Come on, Jim.
Come on.
This one attempt might be really important. Oh my goodness. Choosing to go quite high up with the left hand on that black volume. Hamish was more on the chalky section on the lower part of the volume, which allowed him to keep contact a bit better and drive some weight through. Maybe that was the difference.
I mean, Hamish sort of spends a lot though, isn't he? I think Jim will be trying to compensate for a slight lack of reach in that position.
Yeah, that's why I was surprised. Here goes Lucy getting stood up now. Just needs to do the slow teeter to finish. Keep compression. Release the right foot into a toe. Get some weight across.
Come on, Jim.
Here goes Jim. Just slipping off. But Jim knows what to do now. He's going to try a different method, I think.
No way.
No way, Jim. Yeah, get that left hand. Oh, Jimbo. Come on, mate.
He's still the great trackers. Nailed it with this one.
Jim, just on the replay there, slipping off the left hand. Meanwhile, Lucy pulls back on to her final block of the day. Little pop across, as we saw from Zoe, onto the shelf, and then swing the right foot. There you go. That was
Just like that.
really
Easy.
nice, really nice. You could see how she kept on pulling with the arms. So by the time the foot made contact with the right, she was able to release her hand and grab the next grip. Really impressive.
That's such a hard thing to do, to carry your momentum through like that. These athletes make it look
Yeah.
easy, but I can
It is
assure you
not.
it is not.
Yeah,
Come on, Jim.
it's a better position for Jim.
Oh, come on. Oh, mate.
Come on, mate. Pull it in. Nice, Jim. Really strong from Jim. And Lucy on the last hold. Top for her too. Flying through the comp now. Lots of tops. Great job from the route setters. We're getting tops, but we're getting a split so far. So exactly what we want.
Next two climbers.
Quick brush for all the competitors. Keep it nice and easy. Get these holds prepped so they don't have to worry about it. Next climber's out, Toby Roberts and Ayala Kerem. They know what to do. And here we go. They turn and go.
See what they can do here.
Toby's really experienced international climber already at such a young age, so I'm sure he'll be all over this. Oh, just missing that. Ayala as well. Really confident on the feet here, nice and slow. See if she embraces the pop.
Come on, Toby.
Nice, Toby.
A bit more controlled there.
Come on, Toby. Palm down.
Come on, Toby.
That's it. Left toe off. Well done. Come on, into the shoulder. Nice. Left foot to hand. Come on, Toby.
Oh my god.
Nicely done, mate. Amazing. 4 tops for Toby. That is incredible. After the same in the semi-final, he's got to be happy with that.
That last move on men's 4 makes me very concerned for everyone's rotator cuffs.
Meanwhile, Ayala just having a quick break, prepping the holds, getting them all brushed. So far struggling to get established on the right hand side of the wall, making short work of the pull on and step through, but not enjoying the leg swing. Again, whenever you get a slab in a competition, it's tricky, but again, to finish on it when you're so tired, those little margins of error start to play a big difference.
And I don't know any other sport where you have to switch from something so physically powerful to then technical, like in the span of 5-10 minutes.
Yeah. That's why we love it.
Come on, Ayala.
Nice, Ayala.
Come on, hold it.
Oh wow,
There it is.
held that shelf. That is good techers.
Good one, man. Come on, Ayala.
Okay, let's see what she can do now. Got the right foot high, palm down. Oh yeah, nice rollover. Super flexible to get that left leg in. She's looking good now. Finding some flow on the last boulder.
Come on, Ayala.
See if she can get across now. Got to keep it together. Release the right toe. Slowly across into the shoulder. And match.
Brilliant.
Oh, that's good darts, that's good darts.
Well done, Ayala. All of these climbers are my new favorite climbers.
They're all our favourites.
Okay, here we go. Jenny Kazmakova, Alex Megos.
So Megos, if he can come out with a flash here, he's definitely going to throw the cat amongst the pigeons. Not sure if he can, well in fact he definitely can't win today. He didn't unfortunately top the second boulder, but he can certainly still podium. But he's going to need to do it quickly. Alley-oop.
Oh,
Whoa. False start. Let's replay.
Mulligan.
Reload, yeah.
that black dual text holder coming into as well, it's shoved right up against the wall, so you need to be super precise. Not only do you have to be super powerful, but you need to have it lined up in your sights and hit it exactly right.
The old blockaroo.
Oh! You can't do a 360, Alex.
Here goes Jenya. Looking really, really good. Just needs to embrace the pop and swing. There it is. Nice. Really smooth through there. I believe on the flash go as well, so come on, palm down, Jenya. Palm down.
Come on, Jenya.
That's it. Right foot high. You got it. Stick with it. Yes. Nice, Jenya. Left foot on. Take your time. Slow release. Get that toe hook in. And give it the teeter. Nicely done. That's it. Slow across. And
Alex sticking the dyno.
Alex sticking the dyno as well.
Oh, Jenya.
Got to get the palm down.
Jenya at the top.
Jenya, yes.
Amazing stuff. What a round.
Oh, Megos with the crazy high drop knee. He'll be frustrated with this tour because, like, you know, he knows he can do all of these climbs and just unfortunately not doing them quick enough.
Little smooch.
Yeah. All right. Dinner and a show. I like it. Okay.
Next two climbers, Michaela Tracy and Nathan Phillips.
I think with a problem like men's 4, the athletes coming out now will be looking for a flash on this problem. They know it's been done. They know it's been done quickly.
Absolutely, absolutely. And Mickey, I think, will know that if she tops this, she wins.
Come on, Nathan.
Oh,
Nathan just missing the hold.
limbs
So hard.
flailing.
That's what's so great about these big huck moves. You're carrying so much momentum that you can nail the first part, but if you're not concentrating on the second part, you are out of there.
Michaela just skating off that foot.
The non-foot.
The non-foot foot.
Yeah,
It's not a foot, it's a non-foot foot.
exactly. Nice, Nathan. Yeah, wrestling through,
Come on, Nathan.
reading it really well into the palm. Got to get that left leg out the way. Yep, there it is.
Go on.
Shoulder.
Oh!
So nice. Into the press. Awesome. Nathan Phillips.
That's how you do it.
That'll ding dang do. Good job, Nathan. Michaela, meanwhile, struggling with this foot plant. We've seen most of the other women get more established onto the right hand volume before going for the jump. Mickey's super keen to get across, so perhaps just carrying a little bit too much momentum.
Yeah, you need to decelerate just
Yeah.
at the right time to create tension on that really quite crap sloping volume foot.
Yeah. God, it's good being an armchair climber, isn't it? Like, just like obvious.
Peanut gallery over here.
Yeah, just
do it. What are you doing,
get your
mate? Why are you
feet-
falling? It's easy.
Yeah, just get your feet across there, and then you put that foot there, and then you do that, and then you jump there,
And then you
you-
do the thing, then you win the thing.
yeah, and then it's top, innit? Oh yeah, with the lean. There, you see, if she can get the foot step through, maybe take some steam out.
Come on, Michaela. Come on. Oh.
Oh no. She's got 1 minute 55 left, so nerves are starting to rack up for her, I think, because she knows she's capable of doing it, and will be pretty certain that if she does it, she's in with a good shot of the win. Oh no, that was the best one. Come on, Mickey. Keep focusing. That's it, nice.
Oh.
She's just missing the top side of that volume, and every time hitting underside the blue volume. Literally, if she can hit anything on top of that right volume on the top surface, I'm pretty sure she'll stick it. Just needs to maybe bend her leg a bit more. There, that's nice. And pull. Yeah, I'd quite like to listen to a commentary like that, like an armchair commentary. Like, you see what you've done there, yeah? What you want to do is you want to get your right foot on and you just like stand on it, yeah?
Come on, love. Sort yourself out.
Come on, Mickey.
Come on, Mickey. Come on.
Nice. She's
Yes.
had a lot of attempts now, and she's ratcheting up the go. She knows she's got 45 seconds left.
If she can just stick that foot once, I reckon she's got it though.
That's it. She's so confused.
Come on,
She is
Michaela.
going to have the rage like never before.
Sometimes the rage is what you need though.
Yeah.
Come on. Maybe not necessarily on a slab.
Yeah. Come on, Michaela. One good go. Even just to crack the zone hold would be
Come
really
on.
helpful.
Oh,
Oh, no. So frustrating. That's a competition for Michaela. She is devastated about that. She knows she could do it.
Still, what an absolute legend. It's been a pleasure watching her
Oh, I
compete
love
here
it.
today.
Love watching her climb. And we are down to the last two competitors this evening for the whole weekend. CWIF 2022 drawing to an end. Max Milne, Holly Tutil to finish. What are you saying? Flash? He'll save every one of us.
Max the future. I don't know. I don't want to jinx him, but I think he's got it in him.
Yeah.
He's got his sights lined up. He's been performing amazingly well all competition. I don't see why not.
Yeah, man. He loves this as well. He lives for these moments. Last out, last boulder. Flash it. Good chance of winning. Because I cannot remember who's done what. And Holly as well. Flash across on this one.
Come on, Max.
Yeah, come on, Holly as well. On the palm down. Both climbers super high already.
Come on, Max. Don't rush it. Come on.
Take your time,
Come
mate.
on.
Take your time.
Oh!
Yes, left foot.
Jeez Louise.
Yes, there it is.
I told you. I said it.
Easy. And Holly Tutil as well. Let's just wait a minute for Holly. She could be in for a flash here too.
Come on, Holly.
Yes, Holly. So we finished the competition with 2 tops.
Max the Future and Holly Tutil, everybody.
Amazing, amazing. We're going to get the old supercomputer beep, 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 to calculate the scores. Obviously they'll be provisional from us, and we'll have to wait for the official ones to come out. Bear with us while we regroup and run the numbers.
What an amazing day, though. Driving down from Leeds in this brilliant weather. I almost sacked it off to get on the grid, but I'm glad I didn't. It's been a good show.
Yeah, man. It's hard when the weather's so good, but you cannot miss CWIF. Such a good competition. But yeah, that's it. Those are the results. Max Milne is our winner. 4 tops in 5 attempts for him. Awesome. So good when the winner wins by a boulder. Clearly out ahead of everybody else. And in the women's competition, Ayala Karem from Israel taking the win in the end on attempts to top. Michaela Tracy unfortunately coming in second place, followed by Jenya Kazbakova. We're so pleased to have her here. And then Holly Tutil, Lucy Garlick and Zoe Petermans. So good to see everybody getting a top in the competition.
We have Rab, our title sponsors, but also Scarpa.
We've got some pretty swish trophies as well from one of our sponsors, Silly Goat.
City, Axis, Squadra, Lapis, X-Colt, UK Climbing, Sheffield Festival of the Outdoors, and of course Sheffield City Council. Up a bit. Down a bit. Pop on, mate.
Everyone desperately trying to get everything set up here for the podium ceremony. Amazing job from all the organisers and setters. Big shout out to all of them. It's not an easy thing running a comp of this caliber, and it's run amazingly well.
Okay, so okie dokie. So it's prize giving time. We're going to start with the raffle for CAC, Climbers Against Cancer, and 2 amazing goodie bags. Sorry, I just keep getting interrupted by this strange old fellow who just keeps staggering across. This is great, so yes, there are CAC raffle, Climbers Against Cancer, with 2 big bundles of prizes. So the money was for CAC and also for the Ukraine. The prizes will be drawn. Prize tickets will be drawn by Barnsley's most famous alpinist, Sir Andrew Walker.
Gritstone climbing, you know, the rock is very blank sometimes and offers very little. So to find a way through a series of holds or features can be a real problem solving exercise. It's technical. It is the essence of like technicality in climbing, really.
One of the things that people always ask about when I travel is, what's Gritstone like? Wherever you are in the world, if people have heard anything about English climbing, they want to know about Gritstone. And it's really nice now that there's some holds that we can ship anywhere over the world, and people can actually see what it's like to climb on Gritstone. You don't get it anywhere else in the world.
1,041 points. Second place was House 51 with 1,045 points. But the winners of the team prize, the winners of £1,000, which is not bad, is Precision A with 1,112 points. Graham doesn't want to see you, he says. He says he'll just send the checks in the post. Okay, now we better get on to the individual prizes, which I will do, except that Tim's put his hand over the results. Should we do men's results first, I think? So, in third place, from Great Britain, Hamish MacArthur. The amazing City Oak Trophy and medal brush, and he gets to meet Andy Cave. In second place, again from Great Britain, Toby Roberts. Only 17, he's got an amazing line through ahead of him. And our winner and CWIF 2022 champion, Max Mill. The biggest brush, actually using his hair. There you go, ladies and gentlemen, there's the bench podium. Nice one, Max. Okay. And now the women's podium in third place from Ukraine, Zhenya Kazbekova. Brilliant effort from Zhenya. The second place from Great Britain, Michaela Tracy. This is women's CWIF champion from Israel, Ayala Karem. Fantastic effort from Ayala. There we go. Brush medals on. That's this year's CWIF champions. Give a ladies and gentlemen. That's it for this year. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you to all our sponsors, the Climbing Works staff, everybody who helped out. All I say is we'll see you again next year for another CWIF. Thank you very much.
Okay, so we are here with the CWIF 2022 male champ, Max Milne. Tell me, brother, how does it feel?
Electric. It was like amazing. It was so good. Like semi-finals was probably I did 4 and 4, so that was electric. I've never done 4 blocks in 4 attempts. And then in finals, I did 4 and 5. I slipped off and I nearly celebrated too early what I did, but I was lucky to stay on.
Man, I know what you're like. You are a perfectionist. That one slip you're going to be raging about, but you're still the champ, man. You're still the champ, and more importantly, after a bit of a hiatus, feels pretty good to be competing again.
So good, guys. It's amazing. I just want to say thanks to Mark and Ellie at Precision. I'm the first male Precision athlete winner, which is an honour. So I wanted to do that. I knew it was going to be either me or Hamish, but I was lucky to.
Absolutely, and coming out onto that final boulder, you know what everybody else has done pretty much. Good spicy boulder, and you just slam dunk that.
I know, it's my type of boulder, man. Coordination, I love that.
Did you have that feeling in observation when you were coming around? You were like, yeah, I'm a skin that.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, no. I read the blocks. I knew like what I needed to do. I didn't really think about too far ahead. I was like, okay, I need to be here now. Like at moments, I was like thinking too far ahead, like winning and stuff like that. And I was like, nah, come back, be here, and then just be here and execute.
Wow, amazing. Incredible to watch. I always love watching you. You're one of those competitors that wear their hearts on their sleeve, but ice cold, laser focus. Congrats, man. I'm going to try and track down Ayala for an interview.
Climbing Works International Festival, what a pleasure it has been to commentate. This competition is a British institution, second to maybe just the Queen and Mary Berry. But yeah, it's been an absolute pleasure. What a show. Thank you to everyone tuning in from home. If you're still sticking around, you guys are what makes this competition what it is. Thank you again to all of our sponsors, all of the setters. I think we're just trying to set John up here with the female winner. But that is it for me. Thank you for listening to me waffle on. It's been an absolute joy. And here we have Ayala.
Ayala Kerem, you are the CWIF 2022. Congratulations. How do you feel?
Thank you very much. I can't believe it. Right now I'm nervous because I need to interview in English, but...
Oh, you're doing a great job. You're doing a great job. And to be honest, your climbing did all the talking. That's all that matters, right?
Yeah, I enjoyed the boulders very much, and the atmosphere even more, and climbing with these strong girls was amazing.
Yeah, and is this your first competition in the UK? Have you competed here before?
It's my first time in the UK in general, yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, everything here is upside down. Why are you driving in the wrong side of the road?
Who's right, who's wrong? I think we're all friends though, we're all friends. But you enjoyed the CWIF, it's your first time here. How did you find it?
Very, very fun. Yeah, I enjoyed it very much. It's just all about doing fun, and that's what I love. I love climbing and I love enjoying it.
Well, it was an absolute pleasure to watch you climb. It was a very close competition with the other girls, and you climbed all the way to the end. Super impressive. Which was your favorite boulder?
Definitely the third one, the blue one. I enjoyed the dynamic move, and then the high heel hook is like my professionality.
Yeah. It's your jam. Well, listen, thank you for taking the time to speak to us. Your English is perfect. Congratulations. No, congratulations. You're the CWIF 2022 champion. Well done.
Thank you very, very much.
Cool. So that's it. Another year has been and gone. The CWIF 2022 is over. We know our champions. An amazing show put on by all the competitors. I've been John Partridge. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the show, and catch us next year for number 16, CWIF 2023.